Welcome to today's episode.
I used to have a simple life. Whatever needed doing round the farm, I'd do it. Being the eldest son, it's tough. But at least we had a living, and our plates were never empty. Then, the war came. I lost everything overnight. The last thing I remember is Father pushing me away, yelling for me to run, to live. At first, I didn't know what to do. Then, I remembered. A story my mother once told me. A story about my uncle, Jordan. He made a modest fortune up north, in a peaceful valley far away from the war. For weeks I held on to that thought, until the valley from my mother's stories. I could see it. This is where I can start a new life.
Let's start this journey. Let's go head over to this quest. It's a beautiful view. Just gotta head down this mountain to the village. Must be a shopkeeper. Or vendor, I mean. Gonna need these sticks for later. Ah. You Gust. You Gust. Alright. You are alright? You look like you've seen a ghost. Sorry, you must have been mistaken with someone. I'm new in these parts, just arrived at the valley actually. My name is Resmir. I'm what? Did you know my mother? I don't think I understand. Hope she is new. Hope she is now. Wherever that might be, I've lost both my parents in the war. It's okay. You've died, so I can live. Plan to make the best of my life that I can in order to honor their sacrifice. You mentioned my uncle Jordan. I actually came here looking for him. Worst me, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Jonathan is no longer with us. He passed away 3 years ago. I'm so sorry. I understand how you must feel. He was a dear friend of mine. So that's it. I'm the only one left. Don't say that. Hey, look at me. The valley is filled with warm-hearted people who can gladly aid you with whatever you need. I am one of them. So what do I do now? You are free to go wherever you like. Start a new life. I hereby grant you the permission of the castle Tane to build and farm on any unutilized land in the valley. Construct yourself a house and see what comes for you. You can even build a whole village if you please. There are many travelers passing through. Maybe some of them would like to join your settlement. Just like that, I can take the land free of charge. Well, you have to pay taxes to the king, actually, but apart from that, you are free to do as you please. As long as you don't break the laws, of course, or at least don't get caught doing so. Sounds amazing. The valley looks beautiful as well. I think I should stay here and see what fate has in store for me. Oh, sorry. When you build yourself a home, come back to Gosvia and talk to my wife. She manages the tavern. Ask her to feed you, and you must be famished. And then grab some beers for both of us and come back. I'll tell you some stories about you, Yoden. That sounds like a plan. Grab some sticks and stones. Craft a stone axe. Let's cut down these trees that we want. I wonder if you get hit by a tree. Where to go live? About over there, looks nice, flat. Gotta equip the hammer. Up all these logs. Don't want to cut that tree down. Want to keep a nice little canopy over it. Cut this one down though. Put some of this down. For the ceilings. Okay. Need to go back over there. This is straw, reeds or straw. Gotta collect 32 of them. There we go. And we'll get a little extra more, so we don't have to come back anytime soon. Ooh, level. Cool. Let's go look at that quickly. Skills. Survival. Okay, so 5% more experience gained from survival activities, 2% temperature tolerance, 25% higher poison resistance. I'm thinking the experience probably. Yeah, I'm gonna go with experience. Gotta collect so many sticks. Cut down one more tree too. Should have enough to finish her off. Go back to the hammer. Just the roof left. I need more. One more tree. Let's go get this last tree. Finish this building off. Not close enough. There we go. Craft a wooden shovel so we can dig up these tree stumps. There we go. Finish this bad boy. Alright, all done. Chapters. Chapters are a series of missions that appear in the beginning of the game and introduce you to the game mechanics. It also assists you in the initial stages of your new settlement construction. Completing chapters allows you to unlock the next development stage, which determines the maximum limit of buildings you can construct. Oh, cool. Gotta build a rabbit trap. Excuse me. Wood shed. Oh, there we go. Traps. Perfect. Wood spear. Let's equip these so I don't have to do it after. Hunt wild animal. Wonder what we're gonna find out here. There's a fence up here. I think these are poisonous, those mushrooms. Oh, it's just a stick. Go hand this quest in. Don't see any game out here. Wonder, can I craft a bow yet? These are just traps. Hunting. Not quite yet. Need more survival. Hi there. Right, nice to meet you. I'm Rasmir. That's right, nice to meet you too, Rasmir. What brings you to me? Hunger, thirst, and Unigust. Unigust told me you can fix me up with some food. I haven't eaten a proper meal in weeks. Well, it depends what proper means to you. I can offer you something warm and filling. Sounds more than amazing. There you go. She gave me porridge. Now tell me something about yourself. How do you know my husband? There's nothing much to say. I really just arrived in the village looking for my uncle Yodin. Didn't expect to be done searching so quickly, to be honest. Oh yes, he was Unigust's friend. I remember now hearing that he had eyes just like yours. I'm sorry for your loss. That's okay, I don't even remember him really. Most that I know about him is from my mother's stories. He always looked up to his big brother. He loved him furiously, even when he stopped visiting. A lot of people did from what I heard. There was something special about him. Yeah, tough shoes to fill, huh? The only shoes that you need to worry about filling is your own. Every man is an architect of his own future. Thank you for saying that. It's what I needed to hear, but let's not talk about me anymore. What's your story? I was part of a traveling band of troubadours? I've never managed to learn how to play any instrument, but I was pretty decent with my singing. Our travels brought us to the valley not long after the death of our uncle. I still remember seeing Unigust for the first time. He had so much sadness in his eyes. Yodin wasn't just a friend, he was a part of him. The band left a few days later. I stayed. There was something in Unigust's presence that I simply knew my place was by his side. You probably noticed the age difference. No, not really. What are you implying, that I look old? Nothing of the sorts, anyway. So it looks like you were anchored here by love. That's pretty amazing. Yeah, you could call it that. Or blindness, or stupidity, poor judgment, maybe, whatever sounds best to you. Pretend all you like. You fell hard for the grandpa with sad eyes. You know it. I did. He annoys me too, sometimes like nobody else. Yet I can't imagine breathing without him now. But don't let him go all soft on you. You surely get some places to go. It was a pleasure talking to you. Every second of it. Hey, Gus. You're looking at the proud owner of a house from the valley and pretty back-bearing beers. Job well done indeed. Alright, let me wet my throat with the amber goodness and start reminiscing. I knew Yoden from 22 years before he died. He was my best and truest friend, or brother actually. I remember the day when we met as if it was yesterday. I was 25 at the time, living in the big city of Jenberg. Yenberg? Yeah, Yellenberg, where I was born. You could say he hated that place, but still, it was the only place I ever knew. Maybe someday I'll tell you more about that. Anyways, I was forced to take care of my own, so I did, doing the only thing I can do, stealing. You were a thief? I was. A bloody good one, if I must say. Picking pockets was my bread and butter. I could steal a piece of steak right from your fork and you wouldn't even notice. It wasn't greed that motivated me, but just survival. But I had been lying if I said I didn't enjoy the process. I'm stealing. Stealing is a crime no matter the motivation. I would say you would want to wait and hear a bit more, but you've been getting all high and mighty on me. I'm sorry, go on. We had an annual festival at Yellenberg. It always brought a whole bunch of outsiders to town. You can imagine what that meant for a man in my profession. I could do it a day's worth of work. In a matter of minutes, I grabbed a few coin here and there, some jewelry, a few pair of new boots. Then I saw a nobleman with a money bag strapped on his belt. It was basically begging to be set free. I snuck behind him in the crowd, like I did 1,000 times before. Child's play. I gently grabbed the pouch, did a little shimmy, magic, and there it was, sitting neatly in my palm. Just needed to turn around and disappear like always, and then, wham! I was punched in the face by what felt like a bull. I was shocked. I didn't even realize what happened until I hit the ground. My head was pounding. I could barely see straight, and now, do you know what was the first thing I saw next? Another blow coming? Haha. No, a smile, a big radiant smile on his face of the man with two different eyes. It was your Uncle Yoden, the one I took for a nobleman. He stuck his head out, helped me get up, and offered me a beer. Just like that? Just like that. I don't get it. That's how Yoden was. It's getting late. Sorry. You see, your uncle was deadly clever, smartest man I've ever known, hands down. He could see the world like nobody else, predict things. He was always at least a dozen steps ahead of anyone else. So on a rare occasion, that somebody surprised him. He was intrigued, and he wasn't expecting you. Indeed, apparently, even despite my failure, I was still one of the came the closest to robbing him, and he liked that. So I'm guessing you accepted his invitation, right? Oh, sorry, skip 2. In the matter of seconds, we were sitting at the table being served by two barmaids at the same time. It was surreal. In my mind, there was only one explanation. He owned the place. And did he? Not at all. It was his first time in Yellenberg, and I felt like a dream, to be honest, especially when with me still being dazed after the punch, I was still sure he was a nobleman. His manners, his clothes, the way he talked and moved, and then he chugged a beer like he was a race. Race wiped the face. Oh, like it was a race. Wiped the face with his sleeve and burped like a drum. He went from the lord to the savage like that, snaps fingers. Oh, I'm all drunk. In game. Let's head home so we can sleep the day off. Am I heading the right way? Nope. That way and then up. Get a drink. See if we can make a torch. There's the home. Oh. How do I gotta equip the torch? There we go. Day 1 complete.